Hi souls, I'm Grim and welcome to my channel where hobbies go to die. I'm sitting here in front of my Christmas tree. I'm wearing my Nightmare Before Christmas tree shirt and we are going to be talking about what I got for Christmas. I got a lot of books for Christmas, so we'll go through those at the end, but I want to get through all the stuff that's not really bookish first. Not interested in what else I got, then we can skip to whatever time is right here. The first thing that I'm going to talk about, first a little story so you can understand. So I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before. This is a post-mortem shape-shifting bag. It is literally a round purse. There's the label that you can change the face of, and you can buy more of these face plates. So I got this for, I think I got this for my birthday. So I got this one for my birthday. So the first purse that you buy with the faceplate. And then for Christmas, I got 2 more faceplates. So I got Sam with his lollipop on his face, which is a clear plastic over the faceplate. And then I got Vampire, which is really cool. Now I can actually shape change my shape-shifting purse. But yeah, if you go on their website and look specifically for their, I think they're called shape-shifting purses, you will find all the faceplates, and make sure that if you buy one to buy the purse. So you have the purse and the faceplate, and then from then on, if you want to buy more, then make sure it's just the faceplate. I have a purse collection, but this is like my favorite that I've been going to, and it's very well made, by the way. I know this isn't supposed to be a purse review, but this is a very well made purse to me. I mean, even this, normally like the straps, when you buy like a fashion purse, normally the straps are like really thin and dinky, but this is really well made. So highly recommend that. Next thing we'll talk about is I've been getting into baking lately. I'm not really much of a cook, but baking has always interested me. And my mom, I mean, that's where I got it from, is my mom's a baker. I mean, she's also a cook too, but my mom got me this ultimate baking cookbook. And she also got me the set of springform pans and a bunch of like beginner baking tins, like the muffin pans. And I didn't have any of that. I was basically improvising with what we had to bake stuff. So I got a bunch of more baking stuff. Speaking of kitchen things, this is for all of us. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a cook, so this is more for my husband. We got it's called a Ninja Foodie. It's like, it has like everything. It's like a slow cooker and a steam cooker and just everything in one, which is crazy. Crazy the inventions that have been popping up lately. So that's all the kitchen stuff. That's all the purse stuff. Oh, one last thing that I got that's not book related is I got a bathroom rug that's got a skull on it. I'm a big fan of skulls. It's really plush and really nice. If I can find it, I'll link it down below if you're interested in a skull bath mat. And now we'll get down to, actually, you know what? This is book related, but we'll get to this first. My husband, I needed a new Kindle cover, and I have like the old version of Paperwhite. Can't remember what version, but it's the one that's like smaller than the newer version. I think the newer version has a bigger screen or something. Found me this off of Amazon. It's a skull cover, which, like I said, big fan of skulls. All I had was the purple, like the plain purple Kindle cover before. I'm also tempted to find me a clear plastic one because someone from Bookstagram sent me a funny, cute little card. It says, you've got balls wearing that, because, you know, he's wearing a sweater. But Jennifer at Spooky Mom Bookworm on Instagram got me that card and got me 2, I have them right side up, cute little stickers. And she also got me, which everyone needs more of these, right? I have to take this one out of the book that I've been reading. They're glossy, so they're going to be glaring, but 2 bookmarks, which they're both constellation. I can't remember which one I was using. I think that one. So they're like constellations. This one has whales on it. The blue one, that's a dolphin. They're like sea animals in the sky. And the other one, I think it was just planets. But yeah, it was really cute. Oh, by the way, speaking of stickers, I got this from Postmortem's stuff too. So as I was saying, I'm really tempted to get a clear plastic Kindle just to switch it around, I guess. if I feel like it, to put stickers on, like a lot of people have been doing, is putting stickers in the clear plastic, so you have that. It's really cute. I've seen it all over Bookstagram, and I've got a bunch of stickers now. I've got these, and then I forgot her name. I cannot believe I forgot her name. I'm really bad with names. I'm so sorry. I will put her handle here. Cutting in here real quick to say her name is Ashley, Spooky Little Book Nerd. She's got a Bookstagram and a Booktube under the same handle, so go check her out. I am so sorry I forgot your name. I'm really bad with names, but now you know her name. For Halloween, she got me a card and stickers, so I have those stickers too. I've got a bunch of stickers, so I can do that. Now we can talk about books. I've never read Anne Rice. Because I haven't really been that big of a reader actually no. I have been a big reader back in the day, but around the time this was like really popular and stuff, I was a horse girl, so I was reading all horse stuff. And then I had like a lapse of not reading anything because I got really big into WoW and gaming and all that. So now that I'm older, now that I'm more interested in books, especially when I joined Bookstagram, that's all I ever do is read now. I'm finally starting to read authors that, you know, were really big back in the day, or probably still big. These I've never read before. I've been wanting to read, so I'm finally, as you can see, that's what I'm currently reading, is Interview with the Vampire, and I have The Vampire Lestat, the next one to read with it. I have those now. I also got Coraline by Neil Gaiman. This is the book version. There's illustrations in front of each chapter, it looks like. Oh, that's creepy. Warning, creepy? That's cool, I like that. But yeah, it's Coraline, Neil Gaiman. I watched the movie, I liked the movie. I didn't realize there was a book until I got this for Jennifer, the one who got me this. When I saw that, I was like, oh. So I added it to my wish list, and my husband or my brother-in-law, I can't remember who bought me this, but one of them bought me this. I just put it on my wish list too as they were buying things. Oh, I just realized that. So I have a bunch of light here. I don't know if you can tell that glare is actually hands, like shadow hands reaching for Coraline. And it's like that's the glossy, well, I mean, the whole cover's glossy, but this is like super glossy. And it's just like a bunch of hands just reaching for her off the side of that's cool. Oh, there's a rat down here too. Huh. Anyways. So I got that now. I mean, that's another author I've been wanting to get into. The only book that I read from Neil Gaiman is Good Omens. Actually, no, I take that back. And Good Omens is Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. The book that's solely from Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book, which is one of my absolute favorite books. Is it marketed as children's or young adult? I think children's. It's marketed as a children's book. It's really cute, but also spooky. I really like it, so I'm interested in reading more from Neil Gaiman. So I got Coraline. I've got a bunch of other Neil Gaiman books that I haven't read yet that are on the shelves, but I've got more now. Speaking of Christmas, this has been going all around Bookstagram, and I put it on my wish list to get, and now I have. It is an anthology with a bunch of authors. Let me read this for you. From Chained Ghosts to Blood-Soaked Santas, the tradition of Christmas horror sketches from Dickens' A Christmas Carol on up to the controversial Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Gremlins, Hark the Herald Angels Scream dives deep into the dark side of the season with tales of commercialism and desire run amok, of hauntings and ghostly revenge, and of pure terror. So all these are going to be Christmas-related horror, edited by Christopher Golden, which I've read one of his books. I'll be honest, I didn't really like it that much, but hopefully it's just a one-off. It's the only book that I've read. I also have Earhart? I don't know how to say it, but I also have that book too. The one that I didn't necessarily like is Road of Bones. It was a 3-star for me, so I mean, I liked it enough, but it felt like 2 stories in one. It's not like I'm going to completely drop the author. There's more books out there. Maybe it's just a story I didn't like. Because, I mean, his writing was fine. I just didn't like the story. So I have Earhart, I don't know how to say it. And then this one is edited by Christopher Golden. It looks like maybe he's got a story in here too. Yeah, he's got a story in here too. I put this on my wish list a while ago. This like popped up on my suggestions for Amazon. This isn't something I found on Bookstagram. Satan Aliens Go by, I feel like I'm going to butcher the name, and I'm sorry. Antonis? Is that an S or an A? I mean, I write cursive because I learned cursive in school, but sometimes I just like completely, I'm pretty sure that's an S. I think that's how you do the S. So Antonis Tsagaris? Antonis Tsagaris? I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names. I'm really bad with speaking in general. Here, let me read this to you. When mysterious aliens mount a half-assed invasion against the Earth, only one kind of man can save humanity from sordid extinction. Employing the help of his best buddy come reluctant sidekick Occam, Satan must sneak back into hell to steal a glorious MacGuffin that potentially has the power to send the aliens packing. Will Satan's childhood friend Cthulhu come to his aid? Will current master of hell and former victim of Satan's bullying, I think it's Baal, B-A-A-L, forgive him for betraying everybody's trust 4 years ago? And will, I think I'm saying Occam's name right too, will Occam's chronic inability to deal with anything more stressful than a spa treatment ever subside? This just sounds like wild, and I'm really interested in seeing how good this book is. If it will, I don't know if any of this stuff is focusing. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm learning, and I'm using my phone, my Pixel, which is facing my way because I don't have a screen. So the selfie camera, I know it's not the best quality. Maybe down the line I will get a better setup, but right now, I'm sorry. The next book I have is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I don't know how, like I said, I'm really bad with names. First of all, this cover. I like this cover too, by the way. It's very vaporwavy. I liked all the covers so far, but this cover is really cool. The Ands is a snake. So this one is about a witch and witch hunter bound in holy matrimony. There's only one way such a story could end, a stake and a match. This is about the war between witches and the church. And like I said, holy matrimony. So this is, what is the marriages called? I'm blanking on the word for the marriages. Arranged. That's what I'm looking for. The arranged marriage of a witch and someone from the church. Let me just read this to you. 2 years ago, Louise LeBlanc, I think, fled her coven and took shelter in the city of, oh my god, this is a fantasy, so there's big words that I can't say. Cesarin? Forsaking all magic and living off whatever she could steal. There, witches like Lou are hunted. They are feared and they are burned. Born to the church as a Chaucer? Chasseur. Reed Diggory has lived his life by one principle. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. His path has never meant to cross with Lou's, but a wicked stunt forces him into an impossible union, holy matrimony. War between witches and church is an ancient one, and Lou's most dangerous enemies bring a fate worse than fire. Unable to ignore her growing feelings, yet powerless to change what she is, a choice must be made. And love makes fools of us all. So this is a romantasy of a witch and a guy from the church. That'll be interesting. I've been trying to get into more romance books. I mean, I like horror and everything else, but sometimes you need like that palate cleanser in between some really gruesome horrors. I also read nonfiction and stuff, so all the information that I just offloaded into my skull needs a palate cleanser as well. Speaking of authors that I've not read before, Stephen King. I finally started reading Stephen King, and I'm working on It. It's not my favorite, which is sad because I like the movies and I like Pennywise. I have a bunch of Pennywise stuff. I've got a canvas of him from Spirit Halloween, if you ever had those canvases before. My foot's falling asleep, by the way. That's what I get for sitting on the floor for so long. So I've got a bunch of Pennywise stuff. I really like Pennywise, so I was hopeful that I would like the book, but it's not my favorite. I'm finishing out of spite, but I really want to not finish it. But while I'm reading that, I also, because Spotify started doing the audiobooks, I started listening to The Shining, because that is another movie that I like. And I was hopeful that would be better, because I don't want to give up on Stephen King just because I don't like one of his books. I really like The Shining. The Shining is actually one of my favorites in my favorite books of 2023, which I will be filming later. So I got Dr. Sleep to continue The Shining, and hopefully I like it. I've actually not watched Dr. Sleep, the movie. I don't know if I'll be reading this first or watching the movie, but I have that now. By the way, The Shining, I understand that King doesn't like The Shining, the movie. It's not really portraying all the nuances that he wants to in the book. Now that I've read the book, I understand. I still like the movie. I like the movie for what it is. I like the book for what it is. So I'm not going to say the movie is better or the book's better. Besides I will say that I'd say the movie is better because they decluttered a lot of the rambling that the book has. But we won't get into that. The next book that I have is East to Dawn, Life of Amelia Earhart. I think that's how you say her last name. By Susan Butler. I've been wanting to read about, this is nonfiction, I've been wanting to read about Amelia for a while. I mentioned that, and my husband, because my husband's really big into nonfiction, he did some research and said this was really well acclaimed book about Amelia. So I have that now, and that's a big one. So I'll definitely be reading a palette cleanser after reading that. We have 3 more books, and these I got from Bookstagram. So this one actually came to me around Thanksgiving, but I'm still considering it a Christmas gift. So this is Night of the Witch, which is another romance story where it's a witch and a witch hunter. Night of the Witch by Sarah Raasch and Beth Revis. I'm so sorry. One of these days I'll be able to pronounce the name right. Jennifer is who got me this. Fritzy is a witch, the lone survivor of brutal attack on her coven. She's determined to find her only remaining family member and bring the Hexenjägers, Zilla witch hunters, to justice for the lives they ended. To do this, she will need to take down their leader, the merciless and enigmatic Commandant Dieter Kirsch. Otto is a Hexenjäger, but that's just his cover. Years ago, the Hexenjägers burned his innocent mother alive, and he has been plotting his revenge against the people who tore apart his family ever since. And now the time has come for them to pay for what they've done. When Fritzy and Otto are unexpectedly thrown together, neither is sure they can trust the other. The reluctant truce, fueled by their common enemy, takes them from the city at the heart of the Hexenjäger's power to the wild and mysterious Black Forest. As old truths come to light and new dangers are revealed, Fritzy and Otto uncover a horrifying magical plot at the center of the Hexenjäger attacks that leads back to Commandant Kirsch, but their own growing feelings for each other may be the most powerful magic of all. That'll be interesting. Like I said, it's another witch hunter. Of course, this one sounds like he's in cover, so not actually. Another romance book that I'm interested in reading. And then lastly, the last 2 books that I have are both from Sacred Hearth Book Reviews. Heather is also someone from Bookstagram. She's my accountabilibuddy for losing weight, which I've lost 45 pounds. We've been holding each other accountable because she's also wanting to lose weight. Of course, I mean, with the holidays and everything else, I'm not really been on the ball with that. I don't think either one of us are, so we're just kind of giving each other a break. I mean, she's also more than just my accountability buddy. But she got me 2 books. She got me Frostbite by Angela Sylvaine. Again, like I said, not really good at names. But Frostbite is a young adult horror. Can we appreciate the cover, by the way? There's groundhogs, very 90s feel, this is taking place in the 90s. I've been really interested in getting her book, so I was really thrilled when I got this. This was a surprise. I'm gonna try to read this, but I'm not used to talking, and I've been talking for like 30 minutes now, so I will try, and hopefully I don't lose my voice in the middle. All right, remember the 90s? Well, the town of Demise, North Dakota doesn't, and they're living in the year 1997. That's because an alien worm hitched a ride on a comet, crash-landed in the town's trailer park, and is now infecting animals with a memory loss inducing bite. And right before Christmas, so this is a holiday horror, which I'll be reading past the holiday. I want to read this. Now it's up to the 19-year-old Raylene and her best friend Nate to stop the spread and defeat the worms before the entire town loses its mind. The only thing standing in the way are their troubled past, a doomsday cult, I like me cult, and an army of infected prairie dogs, which is where these prairie dogs come from. It sounds like a wild ride and cute and quirky and my kind of YA horror. And then the last thing that she got me is Horrorstor by Grady Hendrix, which this book, there's the horror part. This book is really cool. It looks like a catalog from another furniture store, or any furniture store is kind of like this, where you got like all the catalog stuff, which is really cool. So if you don't know about this book, I'm losing my voice, so I'm not going to read the entire thing, but it's basically like a haunted, from what I understand what it is, it's a haunted house but in a furniture store, and the investigators are the employees. I think that's what it's about. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't spoil or anything in the comments. Speaking of comments, if you've read any of these books, let me know if you have, if you like it. Don't spoil or anything for anyone. I mean, I'm not gonna care. Me personally, I spoiler things all the time. I'm one of those people that if I'm in a mystery and stuff, I kind of flip ahead. That's me, but don't do it for anyone else. If you gotten to the end of this, comment a book stack, the emoji book stack down below. But yeah, that is all I got for Christmas. Hi, good lord, the lighting is atrocious. I wanted to come on here because I completely forgot to also include something else my mom got me. She got me a couple of pairs of leggings because, as I mentioned in this video, I lost 45 pounds. But the rest of my stuff actually fits me. Everything swims on me now. Both exciting but also annoying. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and throw those clips up to say I also got these for Christmas. I'll close this off with some words. Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly with the affirmation, I am enough. Because you are. Everyone is. That's all for now. Bye, souls.